Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. Welcome back to the Beat Out Plan as we return to a Succubi in Space Stellaris gameplay, and I apologize, as the first thing to do, for the loudness of the video of last time. It was just way too loud. Unfortunately, I had the sound set somewhat lower, but unfortunately not low enough, and still when I look at the recordings I have the feeling I can put the sound down even lower, and look where it's already at. It's at such a low level, but I noticed that my voice sometimes was even overpowered by the music after I made the video. I apologize once again. We're building a colony ship over here, and thanks to removing that station, we gain a ton of influence, and I like to see that because we can use that for a lot of things. This is nice for additional unity gain. Let's build that immediately. And, well, we now have control of these planets, and I am starting to shape them into what I believe is the proper way they should be shaped. We've gotten some Benfell in here so that we will grow a little bit over here. I've noticed that this planet has some huge issues because new roots, well, these guys, they apparently, I don't know why, but they grow really quickly despite not being like super crazy about it. Stellar culture shock, I noticed. Curator's insights. Stellar culture shock. Oh yeah, because we took them over, so they will for a while not be happy. It's also minus 10%. Caste system residence minus 10%. Povertized conditions. You don't need that for this species. Resettle. No, that's resettle. Resettle is resettle. Set rights. Living standard. Decent. There you go. Just like the Succubi. Because unfortunately I cannot modify the difference between look, the Benfell always are slaves, so sorry, it's modifying. I don't know, apparently I'm confusing those two things constantly. We've even given them decent living standards, and they are all of them are well, also in that category of decent living standards. That wasn't very clear. I mean that despite them being always slaves, they also have decent living standards. So I don't know why that wasn't going on with this guy. And I understand why he's in here, because he will have the his happiness is now also going up a little bit. He is actually good at social science output because they have this, but we should be better still as a species. And apparently they keep. You know what? I'm sorry. Population controls. I'm gonna have to enable that for a while, which will make them unhappy again, logically. I do not blame them, but it does mean that we will be able to have a little bit more of our own species here. Voila, now our own species is growing. And we will remove it as soon as this planet is a little bit shaped in the way we want it. Now we'll therefore clear everything off this planet right now. Because it's now under our control, and now we can take care of that. We can clear here some interesting tiles.
Construction complete.
Was I already clearing you? No. What?
Construction complete.
Ah, the construction ships themselves are finishing up their orders. You can build here first. Voila. And yeah, with 5 influence, I think everything should be just fine. There's the colony ship. You won't be able to colonize it just yet, but we will gain the influences for it momentarily. Oh, who just died? Science leader. Alright, let's recruit a new one. Survey speed. I'm gonna just do the year one because, well, we too want to colonize. Oh. You are where? Over here? Ah, that was just from your return. Ah, the scientist that did all the surveys for us, just returned home.
Construction complete.
And he died at home. You know what? That's pretty good. And let's clear the tiles over here. That will mean that some Benvel will grow, but that's fine. There are enough of slave tiles over there that we can make that work. Sorry, new roots. Yeah, you really hate the fact that I just said, nah, you can't grow for a while. And I don't blame them. No, I really don't. And you... Oof, your happiness is really bad. Armies. Could you build some defense armies over here? Not Succubus armies, those are really bad. There is some unrest over here. Oh, you wouldn't... Not really. Just seemed like it. You have such a bad unrest. Abandoned terraforming projects minus 10%. Oh! Because we didn't do that, it gives a permanent debuff. I wasn't aware that that would happen. That was new. This is new to me. Well, shoot. If I had known that ahead of time, I would have changed it a little bit what I would have done. Oh, that is really about too bad.
Construction complete.
Guess I should have changed that. Darn it! Now I feel really stupid that I didn't do it.
Construction complete.
Oh, we missed 2 points of influence. And there we go. Colonized planet. Oh. And... do we want 2 food tiles? It is the best tile for placing... I guess we're just gonna place it over there. Right? Because it will buff this, will buff that, and will buff that. Yeah, that looks like the best.
Colonization in progress.
Your new colony is located very close to our borders. We would prefer it if you would withdraw from this frontier to avoid future... it stays. Seriously. Are you just threatening me with where I can settle? No. Because this space we want under control. Decide to end their association status with the they're really pissed about it. Yeah, I thought you were crouching on me, buddy. The unstable climate on Ella Prime. Costing those regions on financial aid to improve their situation. Yes, absolutely. I had no idea it would get this happiness debuff. I already read that. Well, shoot. Newbie mistakes apparently. Considering this planet. What's the trade deal? Research agreement. Yeah, but they won't do that again, so let's not go there. They find this their backyard. Dude, I found this my space, but interestingly enough, yeah, he got annoyed by it. Well, too bad. I really am sorry now about Utlip. Can't get over that apparently. It's just the minus 20% food, I really don't mind. Minus 20% food is negligible. Oh, we can still build an art monument. I wasn't aware we could. Let me see here. You will build this. You are going to work as a slave for minerals over here. Cancel that because you haven't grown yet. That's really bad. I can do that in the other empire, but not here. And if I mean with the other empire, then well, last episode I showed some of my other gameplay that I did on myself and by myself, and well, there I am a little bit more powerful and can do a few things slightly differently. And well, here I can't, and I'm still making some decisions based on that gameplay. You can build these two now.
Colony established.
Boop. Thank you. Don't do that. And we will resettle a population, which will mean we need a specific type of Benfell, which is over here. No. There. On the planet that actually is kind of shitty now. Because I made a boo-boo. Resettle. Towards our latest project in galactic space. Boop. Done. Visitor center increases the habitability, by the way. That is one of the things I find the best thing about it. It's just a bit of a shame that it doesn't create. I wonder if I terraform this, if that will improve it. We gave them desert, and this is right now a desert homeworld. I can make it an arid homeworld. Normally these things don't go away, but I'm considering it now. Let's just try this. 1,000 energy is a lot, and I will have to terraform it back. Oh, we also had a trade deal with you guys, a research agreement.
Construction complete.
But the galactic politics have changed a little bit. I doubt that we're gonna get that back. Oh, ho! There's a lot more energy to obtain from this place. You changed your faction. Rolla. What is your problem here?
Construction complete.
Defensive army. Look at the mineral income now being boosted now that we actually did focus finally on getting them all constructed. That is really, really beneficial. There's a good chance I might build here a frontier outpost to connect the borders up. Or somewhere over here, perhaps. There's a technical resources after all. Do we have spaceports everywhere? No, we don't. By the way, I'm going for kinetic because that's what I did in the last. That was my other empire. But are we actually here kinetic? I totally have forgotten. We are lasers. Whoops. Then one of our spaceports has totally the wrong weaponry. I apologize you. That was not... Dismantle you and build again. Whoopsie. There we go. Why don't you have solar panels? Why don't you have solar panels? There we go. Comet sighted on Prime, on our newest planet that we have colonized. That's pretty good. A little bit of additional happiness.
Construction complete.
You can build all the stations over here. There we go.
Construction complete.
Not sure what we build there, but alright. I will take it. Yeah, I'm really
Construction complete.
annoyed about this. Can't wait to see what happens after the terraform is done. Borders closed. Yeah, not surprising. It's just only can we get these guys back into the fold. Can we do a research agreement? You would gain so much more from us. Hostile attitude. They have totally changed their opinion about us thanks to this one settlement over here. Well, I guess the Federation will be a little bit smaller. I had hoped for them to be joining us, but... We have a research agreement. Oh, whoa, don't declare rival. Over... Let me just calculate here. Border restriction is 29, minus 20 is 49. Trust will then make it work again. But because of threat, they will never be happy with us. I think I will declare a rivalry here. Yeah. Confirm. We have gone from being very friendly with them to not being friendly at all. And that should also help our faction.
Construction complete.
Neighborhood rivalries. There we go. Plus 3% for these guys. Non-violence has gone away.
Proceed.
I thought it could never go away. Awesome! I thought... I was told by somebody that... Or on the wiki it said it would never go away. Or in a forum. Oh my, that is so good for us. Yes! That gives us even more. That makes me very, very happy. And these guys, we will be able to get it if we get Galactic Nemesis. Which we would need a border with these guys. And then we would have done everything that we wanted to. Okay, we need to build that on the homeworld. This is habitability plus 5% in general. That could be nice. Climate restoration is for tomb worlds. We will do that because then we can actually, I just realized, we can then take Sol. Because we will terraform it, then it won't be a tomb world anymore. And then we can actually be a little happier. War declaration of you on that, okay. And we actually have maximum minerals right now. Wow, okay. Things will turn out, things will turn out. Took a moment, but we're getting there. Alright. And there we go. Considering that we have enough minerals as it is, let us also build up everything to a spaceport maximum level. After all, that will give us more fleet power, and then we can use that fleet power to actually start building an actual proper fleet. No. There we go, and now we don't have that too many minerals stored issue.
Incoming transmission.
You know, just a little bit of additional power. Yeah, sure. They want our star charge, that's fine. They are our vessel, our vassal after all. I want to say our vestal, but that is something totally different. Why are you not building in this system? We have more than enough minerals. What the hell happened? Must have sent it in the wrong way or manner. Yeah, they're xenophobic, so they have more pressure over here. Oh, now we have too much energy. Alright, so as Curator, Insights has already gone away, which is one of the very annoying things that can happen. Curator's Insight is not automatically renewed. Whereas, for instance, Patron of the Arts is automatically renewed, which is a little bit like, okay. We should have, yeah, unlocked battleships. So, let me look at my ship designer, because I also have to admit, I learned quite a bit about ship designs, and... Ooh, this is now ours. Where is it? Over here. Because currently we are apparently the president. Yep. We are currently the president, and therefore we have control of the squadron over here. Scarred Veterans Old Guard. Pirate Fleet. Why do... We must have active sensor range. With... them and them. No, with the max... With these guys, we have active sensor range. Hence we see what they see. Alright, doop-de-doo. First, my own fleet. What is my composition? It's a bit on the heavy side. Oh. That's not entirely what I wanted. You were combined with this one, right? No, with this one. Yeah. The point is, corvettes can be very nice, these type of very small ships, because at a certain point they have the highest evasion, and thus it can be really hard for the enemy to hit. We have a really messed up thing of all kinds of trash. First upgrade this. Why are these also different models? That's... Apparently I never upgraded them. I don't want to pay for these guys though, huh? Oh, poor Aldip. Hopefully this will get removed once you get terraformed. Because it literally talks about terraforming issues where... Oh, trying to terraform them now. You can't be upgraded yet to... It is. 10 pops. Well, we can build now a frontier... clinic? We can't? It's cloning vats. Frontier clinic. Military academy. We already have a frontier clinic. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Sometimes that happens. Upgrade this. But the fact that we still have a monument. Oh, and I also should. I have so many things I should do here. Hold on there. With so many new planets, I have to take control of a few more things. Alright, and you are never... So you are gonna go there. Because that will help. And you are also not considered a slave, so we should also take care of that later on. We have enough food though, so let's just build a mine over here. Ah, but the stellar cultural shock is already changing. That's good. It's already becoming less. But I'm wasting time. Ship designer. We'll do a pass through all the planets and then look at the ship designer. This we should do. This we should do. This we should do. There we go. Nice bit of power. 4 shields. Remove you. Remove the afterburners, put in that, and apparently that is a little too much to ask. Don't take the biggest radar, and take a little bit of this then, even if it's only 2% extra damage reduction. And we'll save you as the 4, because you're definitely a different design than we had before. Nope, cancel, that's just the one we made. I've also learned not to do this, by the way, just to keep the same name, because yeesh, that renaming is a pain in the arse. In fact, you know what? From now on, let's just call it Tixo. And you can go out of here, and we'll never rename that again. It will just be a constant upgrading, and therefore we don't need to constantly rename the ships. There we go. Move, move, move. You. Absolutely. A shield capacitor, please. They are way better. I mainly want better that. Wouldn't mind this. And therefore this wouldn't be a bad idea. Awesome. There we go. The Pacto. Also noticing that we lack a lot of... You know, we have energy siphons over here, but we don't have any point defense whatsoever. This ship is way more up to snuff, I notice. Yeah, this ship is up to snuff. Alright. I will not touch this design. I will touch this design, however. Because you're a battleship, I want your lasers to have big lasers. We don't really do carriers, so artillery cools to the max. Voila. Very, very big ship. You don't really need that if you're in a fleet with other ones, but you know what, let's keep that for now, see if we can all make it work. Definitely shield capacitors. And let's put in some power, shall we? It will quickly dwindle once we put in the shields. There you go. Told you. That is too much, so... You know what? If you could place me some armor over here. And I prefer to do it like this, and then place another one over here. It's a little bit too much energy, but I think we'll have to take that. Unless I want to change this system, for instance, to 2 mediums. I prefer everything on large, but perhaps considering the energy cost, we should consider it. I don't know if 2 mediums may take more energy than 1 large. Comes down to the exact same criteria. Then I would like to keep the large ones. Thank you. Alright, then we have a battleship that can really shoot from afar, and that is something I prefer. Sometimes the galaxy map is zooming out. Oh, we could do a 4 shield in here. Safe, yes. Then Chandelavri. Do we need to upgrade that? Not right now. We have more than enough food coming in. Could you, for me, build ship upkeep? Why not? It's not really needed, but actually, this is really not really needed. So let's put it like that, and then you can start building some battleships. There we go. Now our middle count all of a sudden is very low, relatively speaking. But we can now suck up to another group. Well, let's suck up to these guys just a little bit more. There we go. They should now be very happy with us, and then the next time that we need some minerals, we will get it from somewhere else.
Construction complete.
And thanks to that addition, actually, to having here some issues, they actually like us a lot better, this faction as well. 50% is just normal. And this is the only Ensuring that no species in our empire is subject to population controls will please the free thought forum. We have a species on population controls. What are you talking about? In new routes, these guys have population controls. That makes no sense. You are supposed to be a slave. Yeah, but there's just like a little bit like... I guess not every one of them is going to be a slave because it can't do it anymore. They already grown so big. This, by the way, is a bad placement. I'm gonna demolish this. Oh, let's resettle. Because this is one food, and one food, to be honest, that's very easily replaced. And it does not provide get a bonus from this. So, which it does give to food. Now you have 4 food here already. Now let's build a paradise dome. And then we will remove this one food for just a little bit of science. That is much better. You, I will definitely give a power plant. And you could use an energy nexus. Is it already built? It's a power plant. Hold on. This is a... I need an energy nexus. Mineral silo power plant. Do we have energy nexus in this game? I don't have energy nexuses here yet. Alright then. Too bad. I thought we would have researched that, but we don't, apparently. Alright.
Construction complete.
And where are all my construction ships? Yo. Build all this. Build all this. And here as well. Build the research stations and build me everything else. And you can build everything over here. As our borders grow, so grow our resources. There's a governor that died. Alright. We've now upgraded this fleet. We still have, I assume, a rallying point. We don't seem to have a rallying point. Yeah, you guys can be upgraded again. I'm going to remove all of these ships. I also have forgotten which ships have the warp ones and which don't. How do I see that? Jump change time. Not what I'm looking for. Hyperspace. And FTL capability also hyperspace. I thought we had one that had warp, which is why we split them in 2. But I don't want these ships anymore. Now that we have battleships we can build, these guys are really going to become obsolete. So I'm reducing our fleet power incredibly, and hopefully in the future then we will have it become way stronger. Click to make this a rally point, yeah. Oh, here it is as a rally point, alright. And then we will make a lot of corvettes. I don't want to split them off. And lots of battleships. That is the major part of our fleet. So you, I really think you should be replaced by a corvette assembly. Oh, can't do that. That's just annoying. And you, I wouldn't mind the battleship thing. So replace those two. And then we should be good. And that should be the end of the episode. So we are expanding our fleet by... For a moment we will drop down and then we will try and rise up like crazy. Open up some fleet power for some battleships and corvettes. as I have grown to understand better how combat works. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.